Hello, listeners, and welcome back to our channel. I'm Storyteller. So, I hope that all of you are doing great and all of you are eager to learn something new. That's why today I am here with our newest story, The Crystal Ball. This is a very interesting and moralful story. So, before moving towards our story, if you like my voice or like this story, so please do subscribe to our channel. So, now let's move towards it. In the city of Spain, people lived in a small village and they were happy and content in their life. The kids used to play under the shade of trees near to the village. There lived a shepherd boy whose name was Nasir, who stayed with his grandmother, father, and mother. Each day he used to take his goats up the hills to discover an appropriate place for them to graze. In the afternoon, he might return with them to the village. At night, his grandmother would tell him a story, the story of stars. This story certainly fascinated Nasir. The other day, he turned into looking at the goats' herd and playing his flute. He abruptly noticed the gleam at the back of the flower bush. When he got there in the direction of the branches, he saw a transparent and most stunning crystal ball. The crystal ball was glittering like a colorful rainbow. Nasir carefully took the crystal in his hand and turned it around. With wonder, suddenly he heard a weak voice coming from the crystal ball. It said, "You can make any wish you desire, and I will fulfill it." Nasir couldn't trust that he had heard a voice. Instead, he got lost in his beliefs, for he made so many desires. However, he must desire for something which was impossible, just like the wish to be able to fly. He said to himself, "If I have to stay till tomorrow, I will memorize many things." He placed the crystal ball in a bag and gathered the herd, fortuitously returning back to the village. He determined that he would not tell anyone about the crystal ball. On the following day, also Nasir couldn't determine what to wish for because he definitely had everything he needed. The days passed as usual, and Nasir was regarded as joyful, and the people around him were surprised to see his joyful disposition. One day, a boy accompanied Nasser and his herd and hid behind a tree. Nasser sat in one corner, took out the crystal ball, and for some time looked at it. The boy waited for the instant when Nasser would go to sleep. Again, he took the crystal ball and ran away. When he arrived in the village, he showed them the crystal ball. The residents took the crystal ball in their hands and turned it around with wonder. Suddenly, they heard a voice from within sight the crystal ball, which said, "I can satisfy your desire." One day a person grabbed the ball and cried, "I need one bag full of gold." Another took the ball and said loudly, "I desire chest full of jewelry." Some of them wanted that they would have their own palace with grand doorways made from 24-carat gold instead of their old houses. Some additionally wished for bags full of jewelry. However, nobody asked for gardens in their palaces. All their wishes were fulfilled. However, still the citizens of the village were not happy. People in the village were resentful because the person that had a palace had no gold, and those who had the gold had no palace. Due to this reason, the citizens of the village were angry and were not speaking to each other. There was not even one garden that existed in the village where the children could play. The patience of the children was exhausting and they were unbearable. On the other hand, Nasir and his family were cheerful and delighted. Every day he would play the flute. The kids could hardly wait anymore and were planning to return the crystal ball to Nasser. The parents and acquaintances went to him. The children said to Nasser, "When we had a small village, we all were satisfied and lucky." The parents also spoke. In one way or another, no one is satisfied. The high priced palaces and jewelry only bring us agony. When Nasser noticed that the people were certainly regretful, he stated, "I have not wished till now. If you really need everything to revert to its own place, then I will wish for it." Everyone happily accepted. Nasser took the crystal ball in his hand, took it around, and expected that the village would restore to its previous condition. Everyone hastily turned towards the village and noticed it become the same old village with gardens full of trees and fruits. Once again, the people commenced to stay luckily, and the kids played under the shade of the trees. From the next day, every day at sunset, the sound of Nasir's flute could be heard in the village. The end. The moral of the story is wealth and happiness can go hand in hand up to a certain limit. However, over dependence on wealth can make your life stressful. I hope that all of you like this story. So please do like, share, subscribe, and comment on our channel. Thanks for listening.